Today, a video that's stupid. I don't know how to, I can't describe it other than a stupid video. A buddy of mine sent me something for Bill's bike to put on, and I just opened it and go like, this is easy, which is awesome, but it's gonna make for a crap video. So one of my buddies is the boss at Hogtunes. He does wild boar audio and all that sort of stuff. And of course, Paul from Fairing Exchange installs his stuff at rallies and all. So he's a great guy. He sent me libation that he makes at home once. That was a lot of fun. I didn't say that because there's international borders involved. I did say it. Let's just move forward. Anyway, so we're talking about Bill's bike, and you know Hogtunes sent the whole big massive 6-speaker stereo, 2 amps and all that stuff for this bike, which I have not put on just yet. I'm going to very soon, but haven't gotten around to it. I got some international travel coming up from work. But I thought, you know, it'd be fun is there's one thing that they sent separately that I think doesn't matter on whether the new stereo has been installed or not. We're gonna put Bluetooth in this bike, and I just opened it thinking, all right, well, you know, that's kind of a project in and of its own. It's a separate deal altogether, so we can go ahead and do that. And the way it works is it plugs into the power of the bike on a switched source, and then you just snake this wire out. This is for the older bikes. This is 99 and 2013. And you just plug that into the input on the stereo. Even these stereos, these older stereos, they have a little 3.5 millimeter input, so you can plug in, back in the day, an iPod or whatever, or your phone. So that guy right there actually is the input. These are universal. So doesn't matter what stereo you have, what amp you have, whatever you're doing, all you're doing is adding a Bluetooth, sorry about the lawn noise, that's never ending here. But you're adding a universal Bluetooth input to your motorcycle. All it needs is a positive and a negative that's switched on and off with the bike, or it'll drain your battery. And then that male goes out and goes into whatever 3.5 millimeter input your stereo has. You can put this on, you can put it on a Goldwing, it doesn't matter, you can put it on any motorcycle. But they do come with special instructions for Harleys because it's pretty freaking easy on these. You're just gonna plug it in where the cigarette lighter goes. Sorry, power outlet. See if this video gets flagged because I used an evil word. So all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take off fairing cap and the windshield, and where the cigarette lighter is on the fairing is down low, and there's got a positive and a negative on it, and this plugs in line with that. So you're gonna unplug those, plug them into the unit, and the unit has its own female out, and you'll plug that onto the lighter. So you still have your power outlet, you still have the cigarette lighter, you have all that stuff still on there. I've said the bad word 4 times now, so definitely gonna get flagged. And then we're just gonna stick this on with 3M tape, snake the male cable out and into the input, and then the factory stereo on this 17-year-old Harley is gonna have the Bluetooth. Hey, you know what? I haven't taken one of these fairings off on this old of a bike in a long time. It's always been like, you know, 14 or newer for a long time. It has screws I forgot about right there. I remembered all this, right? And then and I wasn't like yanking. I was like, why isn't it just falling away? And yeah, I forgot there's little screws behind actually inside the fork that you have to get out. All right, so this is off, and here's your cigarette lighter, your power outlet. So all the Bluetooth receiver is going to do is plug in line with this, and then we'll run the audio cable through and like up or something. So yeah, you'll see it plugged into the stereo, but you know, so let's switch to first person mode. So I've just unplugged the black from the back of the power outlet, and that means that this now goes here. Make sure I'm doing this right. How did that? It was like this, all the way around. So that's the ground or negative, whatever. And then now this is the negative of the actual power from the bike, and that is going to plug in here. So it's just like daisy chains together, nothing to it. And then that's done. Now we'll unplug positive and not drop everything. And the blade goes in here. I'm sorry, I have progressives, so I have to look in a different place than probably the camera's pointing. And then we put, I didn't pay attention. Oh, this way. That on here. Come. Why? What are you doing? Just go into the thing. It's what you want. What? Go. Just do that. Do it. There we go. All right, so that's in there. There's the antenna. We've got the little 3.5 millimeter run through here, and we will plug that in real quick. So this is, I don't know what you're seeing perspective wise, but yes, there's going to be a wire that comes up and plugs in there. Right? This is not a thing. All right, so that, in theory, we're like done for it to work. So let me mock something up. It's the pairing part, but where's it at? Hogtunes BTSU popped up, and I added it. That's all there is to it. And I guess now we'll go to like my YouTube channel. Let's go. I don't think I get a copyright ding for that. Yeah, this is chrome. Yep. It's the color of awesome. So that's me coming through the stereo. It works. So yeah, I mean, this is not exactly a complex install, but now what I got to do is, and you can see it's like actually playing something. So now what I have to do is clean this up and find a place that I'm going to mount this. Let me check. I wonder where the new amps go, because I don't want to put it in a place that's going to cause a problem. I don't necessarily want to put the face back on if I'm doing the stereo, you know? Let me look at that real quick. So I got to clean in here. Luckily, I didn't find any rat's nests, which I kind of thought that was going to be a thing. So there you have it. We've added Bluetooth to an older motorcycle. I had no idea how freaking easy that was going to be. So if you have a non-Bluetooth bike, there you go. I think that thing's, I'll put the link to it. I want to say it's no more than $150, more like $100. There's even a version I saw they sell where you can actually delete one of your small gauges. And I think it does exactly the same thing, but it has control buttons. You can do volume up, volume down, next track, pause, play. But we didn't want to delete a gauge on this, so that's why we went this way. But yeah, it's $150, $99, I don't know what it is. I'll put the link to it, but I was thinking like that's a really good deal. And then you add it, and it's incredibly freaking easy. It just plugs in with your lighter. And this goes from 1999, so you're talking Evo bikes, or actually no. Yeah, it was a fuel-injected Evo back then. It goes 1999 to 2013. It's that easy to add Bluetooth to it. Sorry for the boring video. Love you all to death. Take care of each other. We'll talk soon.